Alright, this is going to be the first video in probably, I don't know, 3 or 5 videos. This is a VTR250 wheel that I'm putting on a WR250. WR250 front axle is 17mm, so in this video we're just going to talk about how to set this wheel, which is normally on a 15mm axle, on a 17mm axle. So the bearings in here normally would have a 15mm inside diameter. The CBR250RR wheels have the same bearing set dimensions internal here, but the CBR250 wheels run a 20mm ID. So what I've done here is I've got a couple of parts. I've got the 6004 bearings, which is those, with a Honda part which is meant for a cush drive. It's a cush drive spacer. It's a 42625. That 42625 refers to the bearing that sits inside the sprocket carrier cush drive assembly, and it sets the dimension that 20mm ID bearing sits away from the wheel bearing that's in the wheel. MC4 is like a model reference, and I'm guessing the 000 is what version of that part it is. So with that installed, that's what you get. So that's a 20mm inside diameter bearing with a 17mm inside diameter sleeve. That part is a $22 part, but because it's got that standoff on the back here, on both sides, take that measurement, and this internal sleeve obviously is too long, so this is what I've done. I've got a 70mm inside diameter piece of tube, and I've cut that, which is basically the length of this less the two standoffs on that collar. So then this collar goes inside. Collar just goes inside here. Now with the VTR wheels, you don't have this problem with the CBR, but with the VTR wheels, see there's this little web in here. That's a little bit too big. So what I did was used a step drill and ran that out to 26mm, so I can fit this 25mm outside diameter bit of tube in. And then what I'm about to do in a minute is press that in, and then that's our front wheel bearings ready to go for a 17mm axle. So if you're trying to put a CBR or VTR250 wheel into a Motard, you've really got a couple of axle size options. The standard VTR bearings will go on a CBR wheel also. They're a 15mm axle setup. You could do 70mm like what I've done, or you can go with the standard 20mm bearing for the CBR250. So if you've got any one of those three axle sizes, it's a pretty easy job to get a 250 Honda wheel to fit.